Welcome back to Snoots TV. I'm your host Snoots, and we're back with Evil Bank Manager. Today, we're going to focus on investing and some upgrades so we can turn our few little 100,000 gold here into millions. As well, we're also going to be taking care of getting more employees and investing a little bit in a few more regions here. There's a lot of wars going on, and we have a lot of assets that we want to make sure that we keep safe. So let's go in and take a look and see what we can get. Right now, a main concern of us for us is making sure that we're keeping the nations we currently have happy. So we're going to go ahead and pay some money to upgrade our espionage and get ourselves a few better men, because right now these numbers are still rather low. So let's see if we can't find someone better. 23, that's good. Oh, loans for 35. When you are picking up new hires like this, don't forget to look into the other stats. A lot of times your eyes will be drawn to the particular thing you're looking for, but just take the extra moment to look around, because sometimes you'll find someone who's good in something else. Like 48 in investing. Okay, well, hey, if nothing else, we have some really good investors that we just picked up. So let's go ahead and get them plugged in here. 37, 48. Espionage. This guy's really good in loans, so we'll get rid of this guy here with 9. Put him in. 13 can go away, 23 replacing, which will up our influence a little bit. So we will go ahead and start working towards getting our headquarters upgraded so we can start upgrading everything else here shortly. And if we remember, our goal here for this episode is to get up to aggressive investing that allows us to make one additional investment per turn. All right, so we can now loan out about 50,000, and our investments are starting to look a little thin. So one way that we can make this better is we can go and invest in territories. So let's invest in London. A lot of good things come out of London. We'll put in 15,000. We'll get a maximum investments increase by 92,000. And yeah, that's a much bigger investment that we have access to, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. Although this does create the problem of now we are very short on cash at the moment. We'll just go ahead and sell some weapons. There you go. Now we don't have to worry about running out of gold. All right, let's see what's available. Oh, London's giving us options for grains, although everyone knows my opinion on grains. It's still the best option that we have available to us, and 2 loans, one that definitely will not default, and one that probably will. Hopefully it will. 5.9, that's a pretty good sized chunk of the IMF, but we don't have the cash in hand for it. And that loan did default, so we go ahead and we spent 1,300, and we're getting back 1,500 for it, so I'll take that. Thank you very much. Let's issue out the loan that needs to go out, and let's pick up a new house. We're making about 13,000 per turn from our real estate. Now, unfortunately, whenever there's a war going on, some of our things will be disabled, but we're still making quite a good amount of money. Oh, another loan defaulted. 3 of them. So we will go ahead and spend our fear to recover those losses. And let's take a quick look. Okay, so cardamom, rubies, and saffron. Now, there's an interesting way that we can actually go about getting those. We can do magnet orders, and we can spend fear to get resources. So here we can get topaz, grain, or stone. Let's pick up some topaz. Ooh, some silver. Pick up that. Wood. We can turn a lot of wood into weapons, which would be beneficial. More silver would be nice. Stone would really help us out. Sapphires. Yes, thank you. And rubies as well. There we go. And now you can see our resources has jumped up by quite a bit. The wonderful thing about those magnet orders is you can definitely use them to make quite a bit of money, because now we can go in, take a look here. All these topaz, that's 9,000. We spent a fair amount of our fear to do that, but it's just sitting there, it's not being used. We got 12,000 in silver as well. Now let's see how much, oh, we don't have enough work for all of them, but we can make a bunch of bows. Oh, and that does use all of our wood. Fantastic. And let's go help out England a bit more, because why not? And sell all. Now England's definitely going to win back some territory from France. And we're back up to 133,000. Let's take a look. Nice little cottage available. And since we are overflowing with money at the moment, no, not Sicily. Castile, definitely. Let's do Valencia. Okay, so grain's going to be the best we can get there. And let's take a look at our farms. They're producing about 295 a year. That'll go up from this new little farm that we picked up. Right, let's issue out our loans. Check on our science. Oh, so now we get a 10% bonus to selling sugar. Soon our investments in property will go up by 500,000. And we're 11 turns away from being able to invest in an additional property each turn. Natural disaster, they need work. We have more than enough work. So we can turn this work into an extra 86,000. That's a wonderful little thing there. Use your guards on one task of each type. Okay, well. So we'll do a political order to get some gold and influence. And then we just shy of being able to use it against competitors. We can do that next turn though. Right, and against competitors, there we go. We completed the task and we get 1,500 fear. Use one of the skills of governance. Okay, that we can do. Issue out all these loans. Definitely get this cottage. That's nice. So these are the skills in governance. One thing that we can do that would be very beneficial is we can grow infrastructure, we can grow industry. Let's take a look at that real quick. Where is the majority of, let's see, Papal States? We have a decent amount. England, a very low amount, but getting better. Aragon, France. It looks like Papal States would be the best. So we'll go here to our Papal States. We'll increase their infrastructure. Let's see, there we go. And we will increase our profits per turn by investing in these areas. There we go. We have all 9 points available and we'll purchase. And that completes that. We'll take 3 grand. Buy a license from a new country. Wow, thank you for reading my mind game. We definitely are planning on doing so. Oh, no, I don't want to go into... So, Nevers is constantly at war with France. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, so territory's going back and forth. But we needed to open one anyways to complete a task. And let's go ahead and set up our diplomacy. There we go. All right, still got 50,000. Now we're up to 90, and we can just keep purchasing some good old real estate to make that profit per turn go up and up and up. Eventually, I want to get it to where we're making at least 100,000 profit per turn off of that. But for right now, it's looking like it's the best time for us to go ahead and upgrade our headquarters, because we are definitely above in region. So we can go ahead and give ourselves quite the jump up to level 10, it looks like. Oh, no, we just ran out of money. That's all. So there's an easy way to fix that. And now we'll go up to 11 and crank it up to 11. We're going to spend our money on upgrades for our espionage, because we definitely have a lot more countries now. And we need to make sure that we're keeping a good diplomatic stance with them. So, as you can see, finding an expert now costs quite a bit of money. But I'm sure we will find people worthwhile. And goodness gracious, 72 in loans, 70 in investing, 58 in diplomacy. Now we are talking 45 in loans. Yep, we are going to hire these folks. And we'll spend another bit. Okay, yeah, 61. That's good. 55 in investing. That's good. 44 in guard. That's actually pretty decent. These guys are kind of middle in the road. For this amount of money, I want to see at least a 40 in one skill. Minimum. 101 in diplomacy. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. 53 in diplomacy. That's good. 50 in loans. Yes. 53 in guard. And 45 in guard. Yeah. Okay. We just picked up a bunch of guys. So let's go ahead and get them to work. Let's see. Where were you? Where was the guy? 70 in investment. And this one was 59 in investments. That's really good. We're setting ourselves up here quite nicely for the future. Let's get rid of this guy for 78 in loans. We have another guy for 50 in loans. This guy, I think it was going to be a guard. This guy's diplomacy. That guy's definitely diplomacy. 45 in loans? 45 in loans? Yes. All right, let's go into espionage here. 58. 101. Let's fire our weakest link here. Sorry, Marcus. And hire Andrew. And let's give our guards a bit more fear per turn. Look at that, up to 2,500 per turn. We have another good diplomat, so goodbye, Sebastian. There we go. We're making 3,000 influence per turn. That is very nice. We'll get rid of Lucas here as well. Now, we will eventually be upgrading all of these buildings up to level 11. Because right now, it's getting about 16% per turn. And let's check our diplomacy. Yeah, now we'll definitely be getting enough for a meeting with everyone. And let's move on to our next turn. There we go. Let's take a look. We'll cover that. No one wants a loan. That's fine. We don't really have a whole lot to give them. And some more stone. Yes. Stone is necessary for upgrading, so we definitely need to get more stone, and we are 4 turns away from being able to invest in 2 properties per turn. All right, this guy wants Papal States wants a loan for 41,000. They're offering 3%, 1 turn. There's a 47% chance it'll default, so worst case scenario, we get our money back. Best case scenario, we get some property out of it. All right. And yeah, it defaulted. So we're going to get our less than we sent out, which is unfortunate, but that's, oh no, that's an old loan that defaulted. Okay. So we have 2 Papal State loans. We can afford to issue those both out. They're more than likely going to default, but that one's in 3 turns, that one's in 5 turns, and we can get some property back, hopefully. Let's pick up some more gold per turn. All right, we're definitely making some profit off of that loan default there. And let's check. I think we want to upgrade our guards, get more fear per turn. Look at that jump, 300 fear per turn once we improve this a lot. Stone, it makes it so much more affordable. Furs, yes, 15,000, 16,000, yeah, that's okay. Paying a bit more for some of these, but it's okay. All right, so now we can get some glass, and look at that. We can now get 2 things. That 1 turn, we're getting this back, hopefully. 3 turns, 3 turns. Okay. And we need a new science. All the additional... I really do wish that they would give a more accurate amount for how much needs to go into a science before it completes. As you can see here, we have some production built up from the last turn. So we can auto-complete this, which gives us more influence. Then we can do more work. Or we can reduce our country running skills by 10%. That'll save us a decent amount of money. Politicals cooldown. We can get 3% of the IMF. Influence per turn, running skills, wars, fear, salaries. 3 random tasks, 200 work. Each country produces plus 400. Each open region is plus 400. You know what? That's a good little goal to work towards. We're going to need some of these worked on as well. Our next major goal is investment management. It's 81 turns away. Or actually monopolization, because it's 1 million amount that you can invest into properties. That's going to get really nice really quickly. But that's a bit further down the road, and hitting this 13 turns will give us a better jump to get into that. So let's see. And we can hire a new guard. So let's find us a single expert. There we go. And let's focus on upgrading for the rest of the gameplay that we have for today. Looks like we had a loan default, but we can take a printing press. Let's see what investments we have available. Some furs, some gold. I like the gold. Ooh, we can start getting coal. Coal is wonderful. It is used for the making of these guns. And we definitely want to have guns available to us. So we'll switch the priority. and start working on muskets. War in Northumbria. Okay, let's sell our stockpile of weapons because we are sitting on quite a few of them. And by the end of the episode today, I kind of want to make sure that we have 11 in all of these, but I don't want to bankrupt us doing it. The armory is pretty cheap and the amount of work is necessary. So we're going to just go ahead and pay for all of that to go up. More debts to collect. No more loans. Grain, stone. And porcelain, why not? Let's just dump all of our resources we currently don't need. Go to magnet orders here. Why not grain? More grain. Take a look here. That's actually a lot of grain for really cheap. Okay, that was a good buy. 400,000 now. Definitely gives us the kind of money we need to just quickly upgrade quite a few things. So yeah, with that amount of money, we can definitely start working. Okay, that's fine at level 5. You're fine at level 5. You're good at level 5. We're about to start rolling with a large amount of different properties that we're going to be able to use. So we're going to find some more experts. We'll do 5 at a time because we need 3 for our investments. We need 3 here for credits. Espionage is full, but we need 2 more for our guards. So let's take a look and see what we have. Good for loans. Good for loans. And good for loans. So that'll take care of our investors. Let's go ahead and get these guys into our credits department. So next turn we can start issuing out more loans. Let's check out for our investors. What can we get? That guy's really good at loans. Maybe we can shuffle someone around. But everything else is kind of lackluster. So we'll spend another 7,000. All right, hey, there's a good investor. 48, that's a good investor. 44 for guards. Oh, that's good. 51 for diplomacy. We'll hire him, but if he's not exactly what we're looking for diplomacy-wise, yep, we can get rid of someone with 17 diplomacy for someone with 51. Much better. I think we found a good guard. And credits. Well, sorry, Caleb, you don't make the cut. He's a lot better at it than you are. So we need 1 for investment and 1 for guards. Let's take a look. Ooh, that is a good guard. And yeah, we'll get rid of Scott. We'll upgrade those. We just need 1 more investor. Sadly, neither one of them are what I'm really looking for. Oh, that's actually a pretty good diplomat. Where's all the good investors? Where have they gone? 40's good enough. Diplomacy. You have 20, Herbert. This guy is a lot better than you. There we go. So our influence per turn is now going pretty well. We have a lot of influence just sitting there, which will be important later. But the important thing is, the more managers you have working for you, the faster your science goes. So we cut down a significant amount of time there. All right, now let's recover that. Oh, now we can start issuing a lot of loans for a really good amount of money. 6%? Yes, thank you. And yes. Investments? Oh, that's a large investment for grains. It's worth it. It's worth it. Especially considering it will definitely increase our grains per turn. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Still don't have enough stone. Yeah, credits department is the last thing. That and investments is the last thing I have to get up to the next level, and that just increases our max loan amount. This will increase our investment amount. Okay. Take a look. Oh, more coal. Let's take a look here. Yeah, since we're not producing a lot of coal, we don't have a lot of these muskets running around, but once we get more coal, we'll start making a bunch of them, and they're really nice. Let's see, profit per turn, 7.9%. That is amazing. I will take that deal all day long. And a 5.8%. Right now, we don't have the kind of throughput with our money to be able to just constantly be dishing out high-level loans turn after turn. So I'm kind of trying to slow boat it a little bit and cherry pick the best possible loans for us. Let's sell all of our current ones and we'll cherry pick. That's a good loan. That's a good loan. Let's see. That's a really good farm upgrade. And that's a really good mine. But I can get this cottage. I'll go with the cottage. The cottages, the better housing provides the gold. And honestly, since we're buying ourselves out of wars, I'd rather have the cash. Let's see. France is at war. Castile is at war. Nevers, Papal States. Okay, yeah. Everyone that is at war is currently at war with basically ourselves, which is okay, because we're funding both sides. We're making money. That's a good loan. We have a lot loaned out right now, but we're expecting a lot to come back in. 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. Can I get away with one more? Yes, I can. 6.1. All right. And let's... Books, we have a ton of. Furs, we have a ton of. We're going to sell all those. More grain. Cottage and grains. Let's see, we can issue out 1 loan. This is the best one. 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn. So we're going to see a lot of money returned to us next turn with profit. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So there we go. Our science is complete. And now I wonder what we should go for science-wise next, now that we're making an extra 400 gold per turn per region. And as we can see here, we have a lot of regions, so we're raking in a lot of extra cash there. If you want to know what science that we're going to be going with next, you'll have to wait till next time. I have been your host, Snoots, and thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join our notification squad. And if you have a game you'd like to see for my next series, please let me know down in the comments below. It's been an absolute it's been absolutely wonderful to spend this time with you today. Have a good one.